because let's face it, all this abuse what you all went through
Yeah,
took a lot out of everybody, and it still does now.
yeah,
And people don't realize, and people are talking about, oh yeah, you've been abused, or your husband was abused. It's not so much. I'm going to tell you, Corey, like you and I know, this has took a lot of emotions.
oh, has it ever,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know?
and I mean, I actually, I don't know if you heard it, but when I done the live, I said, look after Corey. When you see Corey, get in touch
Yeah,
with Corey. You
I
know,
heard that.
you,
Thank you.
you know, because she wasn't in a good place. And then
Yeah,
I heard about Sally now. Uh,
yeah, that made me feel sort of good, that's not just me, you
yeah,
know?
exactly. That made me, because I went through the stage, like I said, in my early years. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
and I done the drinking and drugging in my 1820, right?
yeah,
But to actually, and then you told me anyway that you were doing it nearly all your
yeah,
life, and then there comes along Sally, who got met, good, who actually got met her husband when she was 15, right?
yeah,
And
same
it,
as me.
yeah,
And
and
got pregnant right out of training school,
yeah, and then
you know?
and this is exactly what I was talking about when I was in a children's home in Germany, right?
Yeah,
That's exactly what I did. When I got out of there, I got married,
me too.
right?
Exact same thing. And when Sally said that, I was thinking, oh my God, that's so much like me. And when I was raising my children, I never did drugs or drank or nothing. Nothing was allowed in my house,
Yeah,
because I wanted them to have a good start.
yeah. And that's exactly like
So,
like Sally. And now,
yeah,
because this case is coming, it's the cases today. Everything came up, or
yeah,
or
yeah,
all
she
the
said,
emotions for a
she
year.
said for the last, no, she said the last 5 years.
Yeah,
She's been drinking, because of this case.
yeah.
She's become an alcoholic, she said.
So nobody can tell me live with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It can kick off the trigger point. Can when people talk about stuff, it just can trigger you, right?
yeah,
And
definitely.
and it doesn't matter how many psychiatrists you go to.
Yeah,
They don't really understand. These people don't understand.
no, I don't know what's wrong with them. They all act so casual.
Yeah,
Yeah, especially Terry there. He was just, oh, everybody stay strong, and you know,
yeah, yeah.
like how can you? Like you can, but you do have a breaking point.
Absolutely. I've
Everybody does.
you and I have been talking and talking and talking. We
Yeah,
and we I can relate to you because I can relate what you're going through because of my husband, right?
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So and this is not a show. When I cry, I cry. When I got emotions, I got emotions for people, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
But I don't take no prisoners either, right?
yeah,
If you piss me off, and if you trying to, like the homeless guy I helped, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I put myself out there 100%,
yeah,
and yeah, get kicked in the teeth. Fine.
yeah.
That
But you'll still do it again. You know what I mean?
of course.
Like I know that's like me. I help people.
Yeah,
And I never lost my heart through all this. Through my
exactly.
sexual abuse as a kid and all that, I never lost my heart. And so many people went the other way and became so cold-hearted,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
hatred, and I didn't lose that.
Yeah, exactly. No,
And I'm happy I didn't.
I haven't lost my heart either. Yeah, I mean,
And I know you haven't either. After all you've been through too, in your life, you haven't had it easy either.
no, we
Well,
haven't. We haven't had it easy. But I tell you something. We might not graduated with honors in real in this thingy system, like in the education
yeah,
system, but we have graduated nearly in a in a in was it graduation in life, right?
yeah, exactly.
Right.
In normal life, like how people are,
Yeah.
like how, like we can say our problems. We don't just hide everything, like, and we know a lot of knowledge on stuff like that.
Right. We acknowledge we acknowledge our faults. Yeah.
Yeah,
We can actually
yeah,
look in our mirror and we can actually look in the mirror and say, you know what? I can be the nicest person I can ever be.
yeah,
But I know also there's a side of me you do not want to know.
yeah.
Or
That's
you,
like me. Like
yeah,
I'll accept it so many times, but then that's it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean,
I won't forgive anymore.
no,
Like you can only walk over me so many times, and that's it.
yeah. Oh no, no, I will forgive, but I walk away. It doesn't.
Yeah,
I can say I forgive you, but do not
yeah,
darken my door again.
yeah. Exactly. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, my
That's
darling. What we just talked about, I actually record because I didn't want
oh,
you
did
to.
it?
I didn't want you to. I wanted you to talk freely, right? Because
Yeah,
the fact of the matter is, people sometimes go on these lives and all this. Now, I put it actually on a record onto a video thing. Uh,
okay.
Reason being, some people say, "Oh, I'm gonna talk and I'm gonna be on a live," and it is not natural, right?
Yeah,
I always think it's much better natural, and I talk natural,
yeah,
you talk natural, and
yeah,
I didn't give you a forewarning. But
yeah,
the Sally interview is still on. Wasn't even an interview. Was just an emotional live,
yeah,
right?
yeah. We're
Yeah,
just talking,
yeah, just
about
talking.
life, and
Yeah, yeah,
that's good though. Maybe she needs that.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm wondering how many people are gonna be in Toronto at the
I
courts.
know.
I hope they're
Me
gonna take
too.
a photo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was a good idea when you said that. I said I hope they do take a big photo of everybody outside the
Yeah,
courthouse.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. I mean, that would be a good
Yeah.
thing. But what I'm gonna do
Would be.
now, I'm gonna leave you now because you have to get
Okay.
ready. I will have to get ready. I'm gonna get everything ready
Yeah.
before we hit the phone,
Yeah.
and then we talk afterwards. Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
All right. God
Yeah, I'm
bless you. Yeah.
taking notes. I gotta take notes of that. So.
Yeah. Take your notepad.
Yeah.
Become a
Definitely.
journalist, and then we can talk about it again on the live.
Okay, great.
All right. God bless you. Yeah.
Okay, I love you so much, eh?
Love you too. Yeah. Maybe one day we'll meet. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope so someday. If we don't, we still know each other, and I'm so happy I met you.
Oh.
I don't have many friends at all, like good friends, and people that understand me,
Right.
because they've never been through anything,
Yeah.
So, and you have, and with your husband, so you know and you understand me.
Yeah. I don't have many friends either. I think I can count my friends, friends, on
Yeah,
on one hand.
me too. I actually have you, and I have one in Toronto,
Right.
and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't have any true friends,
Yeah. Yeah. I understand. I've been there, done that. Have the T-shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
For
Corey.
sure.
God bless you. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, for
Love
sure.
you. Bye bye. Bye.
Okay, love you too. Bye.
Bye. That's Corey. Such a nice lady. And I was talking to a lady called Sally. And yeah, amazing ladies, amazing stories. Oh, let's wait and see. I have to get ready now for this court case. Be online. I'm going to be on a Zoom call. People probably thinking I'm in Canada. No, I'm not. I'm going to be on a Zoom call. They sent me the link for the Zoom call. So, yeah. And I will tell you about it later on. God bless you. Thank you very much. Take care. Goodbye.